Car number 51, Bugatti Veyron. When the Bugatti Veyron first appeared, it didn't just break records, it shattered imagination itself. 1,000 horsepower, a top speed beyond 400 kilometers per hour. It was not merely a car, but an idea. That speed itself could be redefined. In the wind tunnels of Molsheim, engineers faced the impossible. How to make a jet engine street legal. The Veyron became a moving cathedral of physics. Its quad-turbo W16 roaring like thunder across the Autobahn. Car number 52, Ferrari Enzo. Named after the man who built a legend, the Ferrari Enzo was born from Formula One technology and sculpted passion. Carbon fiber, ceramic brakes, and a naturally aspirated V12 that sang like an aria from Modena. In the early 2000s, the Enzo was more than a car. It was Ferrari's soul, condensed into metal and flame. A car built not for comfort, but for faith. Faith in the machine and in the driver's courage. Car number 53, Porsche Carrera GT. From the racetracks of Le Mans came a masterpiece that demanded respect. The Porsche Carrera GT. Its V10 engine was born for racing, but destiny had other plans. Encased in carbon fiber and crowned with precision, it became one of the most dangerous, yet most divine, machines ever built. Every drive was a dance with risk, a symphony of power and poise that rewarded mastery and punished arrogance. Car number 54, Lamborghini Murcielago. If the Diablo was madness, the Murcielago was poetry. Its name, Bat, came from a legendary bull that refused to die in the ring. And so too did Lamborghini's spirit. With its V12 heart and iconic scissor doors, the Murcielago was not subtle. It was a visual explosion, a celebration of excess that made every street a stage. This was passion in motion, Italy's untamed heart, immortalized in flame-orange steel. Car number 55, McLaren SLR, a collaboration between Mercedes and McLaren, two giants of engineering, one purpose, perfection. The SLR was part Grand Tourer, part fighter jet. Its long silver nose concealed a supercharged V8 that could outpace the wind itself. But more than speed, it represented precision, the cold, metallic poetry of technology serving art. It was the bridge between the analog roar of yesterday and the electronic whisper of tomorrow. Car number 56, Pagani Zonda F, 2005. In a world of giants, one man dared to dream alone, Horacio Pagani. The Zonda F was his masterpiece, hand-built, carbon fiber perfection, sculpted in the spirit of Da Vinci. Every curve, every line was a tribute to both art and aerodynamics, and when its AMG-built V12 screamed at 7,000 revolutions, it wasn't noise, it was emotion. Pagani's creation reminded the world that the future still had a soul. Car number 57, Lexus LFA, 2010. A car that took 10 years to build. A car that redefined what sound meant in motion. The Lexus LFA was Japan's greatest secret, born from relentless pursuit, tuned to perfection by the hands of craftsmen. Its V10, co-developed with Yamaha, produced a note so pure that it seemed to echo eternity. The LFA was not built to compete. It was built to prove what patience could achieve. Car number 58, Nissan GT-R, R35, 2007. While others roared with tradition, Japan arrived with precision. The Nissan GT-R, a supercar built by algorithms and spirit alike. Nicknamed Godzilla, it conquered tracks not through beauty, but through brutal, relentless efficiency. Each launch, each shift, each corner was orchestrated perfection. It wasn't just a car, it was Japan's answer to Europe's legacy. Car number 59, Koenigsegg CCX 2006. From the frozen lands of Sweden came a thunderclap, the Koenigsegg CCX. Built by visionaries who refused to accept limits, the CCX blurred the line between engineering and insanity. It wasn't mass-produced. It wasn't practical. It was pure, unfiltered ambition, carbon monocoque, dihedral doors, and power that challenged even the gods of speed. Koenigsegg had entered the stage, and the world took notice. Car number 60, Ford GT 2005. To end the decade, Ford looked backward to move forward. The GT was not a reinvention, it was a resurrection, a tribute to the legend that once conquered Le Mans. With modern engineering and retro soul, it became a bridge between eras, between glory and memory. It wasn't built to dominate the future. It was built to remind the world where greatness began. Car number 61, Tesla Model S, 2012. In an age dominated by noise, one man dared to imagine silence. Elon Musk's Tesla Model S was not just a car. It was a revolution on wheels, a symbol of the shift from gasoline to gigawatts. It proved that electricity could not only compete with combustion, it could surpass it. With blistering acceleration and a minimalist soul, the Model S changed the very definition of performance. It was the spark that ignited a global movement, the moment the future arrived in our driveways. Car number 62, Porsche Taycan, 2019. From the birthplace of speed came an answer, not a reaction, but a declaration. The Porsche Taycan, sleek and silent, carried the spirit of Stuttgart into the electric age. It was crafted not to chase trends, but to redefine what electricity could feel like. In every curve and every whisper, it carried Porsche's soul. Timeless, relentless, pure. The Taycan didn't just drive fast, it made silence thrilling. Car number 63, Ferrari LaFerrari, 2013. At Maranello, the red heart of Italy still beat with fire. But even here, the winds of change whispered. The LaFerrari, part engine, part electricity, was Ferrari's bridge between past and future. It wasn't made to save the planet. It was made to preserve the art of performance. A 6.3-liter V12 fused with electric precision. Beauty meeting brutality. Faith meeting future. Car number 64, McLaren P1, 2013. In Woking, engineers dared to ask a dangerous question. What if the future could be faster? The McLaren P1 answered with physics-defying grace, a hybrid supercar that could accelerate with both fury and focus. Carbon fiber, electric torque, and aerodynamic poetry all fused into one purpose, to make speed sustainable and sustainability thrilling. Car number 65, Porsche 918 Spider, 2015. Germany's precision met nature's balance in the 918 Spider, a masterpiece of hybrid perfection, built not for the track, but for the legacy. When it raced through Nürburgring, it didn't roar, it sang, a hymn to the future of performance, tuned to exact frequency. With every revolution, the world understood this was not the end of speed, it was its evolution. Car number 66, Lamborghini Aventador, 2011. As the world softened its tone, Lamborghini refused to whisper. The Aventador was a scream, a firestorm of design and defiance. Its V12 engine was a relic of an era refusing extinction. And yet, beneath its wildness, there was poetry. It stood as a monument, not to the past, but to passion itself. Because some legends, no matter how the world changes, are born to roar. Car number 67, Aston Martin Valkyrie, 2018. When Formula One engineering met British elegance, the result was divine. The Aston Martin Valkyrie was less a car, more a living organism, designed by Adrian Newey, forged for perfection. Every surface, every screw was a statement of obsession. Its sound wasn't just heard, it was felt, vibrating through the bones of anyone who dared to listen. The Valkyrie was proof that humanity still had the courage to chase perfection, even as machines began to take over. Car number 68, Rimac Nevera, 2020. From the heart of Croatia came lightning, literal and poetic. The Rimac Nevera, a car born from silence, could outrun thunder. Its 4 electric motors, controlled by algorithms and intuition, launched it faster than thought itself. Mate Rimac, a dreamer with no legacy but a vision, proved that the new age of performance would not belong to giants. It would belong to those who dared. Car number 69, Koenigsegg Jesko, 2019. And while others turned electric, Sweden doubled down on combustion. The Jesko, named after the founder's father, was not just a machine of speed, but of gratitude. 1,600 horsepower, precision machined by hand. A farewell hymn to the art of engineering before automation took hold. In every vibration of its twin-turbo V8 lived one truth: human hands still mattered. Car number 70, Bugatti Chiron, 2016. The Veyron's successor was not an evolution, it was an exclamation. The Bugatti Chiron, a 1,500 horsepower symphony of symmetry and strength, became the pinnacle of human engineering. Luxury, speed, and control, all balanced as if crafted by divine geometry. In a decade moving towards silence, the Chiron roared as the final word of combustion's poetry. It was not built to be practical. It was built to remind humanity what beauty could achieve. Car number 71, Lucid Air, 2021. Born in California's deserts, forged from light and glass, the Lucid Air was elegance reborn. It didn't compete, it elevated. With over 1,000 horsepower, it was both luxury and lightning. Its cabin, more spacecraft than sedan, became a temple of stillness. Lucid was not chasing Tesla. It was chasing perfection, a symbol that the electric age could be both fast and beautiful. Car number 72, Tesla Cybertruck, 2023. When the Cybertruck appeared, it felt less like a car and more like a statement. Raw, unpainted steel, sharp as a blade, unapologetically alien. It broke every rule of design, yet defined an entire era. In an age of conformity, the Cybertruck was rebellion cast in metal. And whether loved or hated, it proved one thing: the future would not be subtle. Car number 73, Rivian R1T, year 2022. From America's forests and frontier roads came a new kind of adventurer. The Rivian R1T, quiet, capable, and kind to the earth it conquered. It wasn't built to dominate highways, but to rediscover wilderness. Its power lay not in aggression, but in purpose, a reminder that technology and nature could coexist in perfect balance. Car number 74, Mercedes EQS, 2022. In Stuttgart, the legacy of luxury found a new rhythm. The Mercedes EQS wasn't designed to shout, it was built to breathe. Inside, silence itself was sculpted. LED constellations replaced dashboards, and algorithms replaced instincts. It was a cathedral on wheels, a place where luxury met light. Car number 75, Rolls-Royce Spectre, 2023. When the spirit of ecstasy finally went silent, the world listened. The Rolls-Royce Spectre marked a sacred transformation, the ghostly hush of electricity meeting the eternal grace of craftsmanship. Each detail, from the starlight headliner to the silver RR glint, was not just designed, it was whispered into existence. The Spectre wasn't just a car, it was serenity given form. Car number 76, Polestar 6, 2025. Sweden's gift to the electric renaissance: clean, minimal, philosophical. The Polestar 6 didn't shout its power, it implied it. With precision lines and Scandinavian calm, it embodied a future where emotion and efficiency finally met. The world called it the quiet revolution, a car designed not to conquer roads, but to clarify them. Car number 77, Lotus Evija, 2021. In Britain, the the old masters of lightness returned with something divine. The Lotus Evija, pure electricity shaped by air itself. Each curve sculpted for speed, each surface designed to vanish wind. It was less a machine and more a meditation on simplicity. A car that whispered to nature, not against it. Car number 78, Rimac Nevera, 2022. The thunder from Croatia returned, this time louder and quieter than ever. The Rimac Nevera wasn't a car built in a factory. It was forged in will. With over 1,900 horsepower and software intelligence beyond comprehension, it blurred the line between human control and digital destiny. The Nevera didn't just move fast, it thought fast. Car 79, DeLorean Alpha 5 2023. Some names never die. The DeLorean Alpha 5 emerged not as nostalgia, but as resurrection. Smooth, glassy, luminous, a time machine not to the past, but to the possibility of what could have been. It was a love letter to the 1980s dream, rewritten in the language of tomorrow. Car number 80, Cadillac Celestiq 2024. And from Detroit, the city of echoes, came rebirth. The Cadillac Celestiq, hand-built, audacious, silent. Once a titan of chrome and noise, Cadillac had rediscovered grace. In every detail, a reflection of American luxury reborn for the electric dawn. It was not just a comeback. It was an awakening. Car number 81, Land Rover Defender, 2020. No name carries the scent of adventure quite like Defender. Forged in mud, baptized in rain, it was the chariot of explorers, soldiers, and dreamers alike. From the African plains to the Arctic ice, it stood unbroken, a symbol of endurance. When it was reborn in 2020, sleeker and digital, it carried its past like a scar, a reminder that strength is not lost in evolution. It's refined by it. Car number 82, Jeep Wrangler, 1986 to present. The Wrangler is not a car, it's a confession of freedom. Born from the battlefields of World War II, it became a cultural icon, the eternal adventurer. Square, simple, and stubborn, it rejected comfort in favor of conquest. Even in a world of hybrids and screens, the Wrangler remains defiantly analog, a handshake with history on four wheels. Car number 83, Toyota Land Cruiser, 1951 to 2021. While others spoke of luxury or speed, Toyota spoke of trust. The Land Cruiser, a name whispered in deserts, jungles, and war zones, earned its fame not through style, but survival. It carried doctors into disaster zones, sheikhs across dunes, and families across generations. Even in silence, its reputation thundered. If it's a Land Cruiser, it will get you there. Car number 84, Mercedes-Benz G-Class, G-Wagon. Born for war, reborn for wealth. The G-Class was never meant to be elegant, and yet, in its brutal geometry, lay perfection. It roared through the Alps, then rolled down Rodeo Drive with equal pride. A paradox on wheels, military roots wrapped in diamonds. Its soul was still forged in armor, but its throne was now upholstered in leather. Car number 85, Range Rover, 1970 to present. Before luxury SUVs existed, there was the Range Rover, a machine that refused to choose between class and capability. It crossed rivers by day and red carpets by night. For decades, it defined British sophistication, a quiet empire on wheels. To drive a Range Rover was not to travel, but to arrive. Car number 86, Porsche Cayenne, 2002 to present. When Porsche built an SUV, purists howled. How can the maker of 911s build a family car? But then they drove it, and the world changed. The Cayenne was not a betrayal. It was evolution disguised as rebellion. It saved Porsche, defined a segment, and proved that performance could wear practicality like a tailored suit. Car number 87, BMW X5, present. When the X5 appeared, it brought the Autobahn to the mountains. Sharp, athletic, unapologetically urban. It made the SUV a symbol of success, not survival. The X5 wasn't built for mud, it was built for motion. And it showed the world that utility could also mean status. Car number 88, Audi Q7, 2006 to present. In the orchestra of German engineering, the Q7 was the baritone, deep, composed, commanding. It didn't shout. It spoke with presence. Every curve calculated, every surface deliberate. It wasn't meant for show. It was meant for control. A masterpiece of precision wrapped in quiet dominance. Car number 89, Lamborghini Urus, 2018. The bull found new horns. The Urus was more than an SUV. It was heresy in motion. Lamborghini took its untamed DNA and stretched it into a form that could carry a family. At 190 miles per hour, it redefined power, proving that even practicality could wear the mask of madness. Car number 90, Rolls-Royce Cullinan, 2018. In the age of exploration, men mined the earth for diamonds. In the age of luxury, Rolls-Royce crafted one on wheels. The Cullinan, named after the largest diamond ever found, was less a vehicle and more a moving sanctuary. Its silence was total, its comfort divine. In a world obsessed with performance, the Cullinan whispered of peace. Car number 91, Tesla Model S Plaid, 2021. Tesla's journey began with a whisper and ended with thunder. The Model S Plaid shattered every expectation of what an electric car could be. 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, a machine so quick it redefined physics for the road. Yet behind its violence was vision, a belief that the future belongs to those who dare to reinvent what already works. Car number 92, BMW iVision D, 2023. At CES 2023, BMW revealed something that didn't just drive, it spoke. The iVision D, short for Digital Emotional Experience, a car with a face, a mood, and a mind. It could change colors, share thoughts, and respond to emotion. It wasn't transportation. It was companionship on wheels. Car number 93, Mercedes Vision AVTR, 2020. Inspired by Avatar, designed by Mercedes, the Vision AVTR was less a vehicle and more an organism. Its rear fins breathed like gills, its doors unfurled like wings, and its control was pure connection. No steering wheel, no pedals. It merged man and machine, whispering of a future where technology and nature are no longer enemies, but extensions of each other. Car number 94, Toyota LQ, 2020. In Japan, engineers built a car that could feel. The Toyota LQ, guided by its AI assistant Yui, didn't just drive, it cared. It monitored your mood, adjusted lighting, even offered comfort when you were sad. It was a humble beginning of something vast, a machine with empathy. Car number 95, Sony Honda Afeela, 2024. Two worlds, entertainment and engineering, collided to create the Afeela. A car that blurred the line between cinema and travel. Built for connection, it projected movies, synced emotions, and became a moving stage of digital life. For the first time, a car wasn't about the journey, it was the experience. Car number 96, Hyundai N-Vision 74 2022. A ghost from the 1970s reborn with hydrogen fire. The N-Vision 74 was Hyundai's love letter to the future. Retro curves hiding futuristic power. Half electric, half hydrogen, all passion. It reminded the world that innovation isn't cold. It's the heartbeat of nostalgia reborn. Car number 97, Bugatti Mistral, 2024. The final roar of Bugatti's legendary W16 engine, the Mistral, a golden wind of speed and grace. It wasn't just a car. It was a farewell to combustion, a monument to humanity's obsession with power, built with the understanding that such power would never come again. Car number 98, Ferrari Vision GT, 2023. Ferrari's first car, made not for the road, but for dreams. Created for the virtual world of Gran Turismo, yet so beautiful that Ferrari built it in reality. A sculpture of red light and carbon soul. It carried the message that imagination has no boundaries anymore. Car number 99, Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute from 2021. From Sweden came the pursuit of the impossible. The Jesko Absolute, engineered for one purpose, to be the fastest car on Earth. Every line, every molecule of carbon, designed for speed beyond reason. But beneath its record-breaking ambition lay a deeper truth, that humanity will always chase the horizon, even when there's nothing left to chase. Car number 100, Aptera Solar EV, 2025. Narrator. And so we end with silence. A car that asks for nothing. No gas, no charge, no compromise. The Aptera, powered by the sun itself, travels farther than imagination ever could. It is efficiency made beautiful, a final evolution of everything that came before. And when it moves, it does so without taking anything from the world.